fucking... Hi. I'm making a video game. I've been trying to figure out how to write this video for a few weeks now. And I, after a lot of struggle, decided I'm just gonna wing it, because what do people like watching more on the internet than some idiot rambling? So this is the 0th episode of my devlog series for my game called Northwoods Cold Case. And I'm thinking for this video series we're going to gonna have probably 7 to 15 minute videos just kind of outlining the progress on the game that I'm currently working on. What is that game, you might ask? This is gonna be a bitch to edit. My mom got me that mug. Why are microphones always dented? Like, I feel like there's always just that one flat part of the screen, and I don't know why that is. First of all, we're talking about the premise of the game. So here's the concept. You are a cop who has been contacted by a friend whose daughter has gone missing, and you need to help him clear his name after some phony stalking charges and save his daughter from something spooky. I'm trying not to go too far into the premise because I don't want to spoil it, because it is fairly story-based. So if you're looking for something that might be similar to this game, think along the lines of Cultic, or on the other end of the spectrum, Her Story, or Amnesia to an extent, Meridian 157, which is a great game if you haven't heard of it. So kind of combining retro shooter with survival horror with mystery puzzler, if that makes sense. So the way the game is going to work is you're going to have a map with You're going to have a map with all of the environments in the game, or all of the levels or locations or whatever, that So the way the actual game is going to play out outside of those, inspiration-y things, is you're going to have this map of all of the locations that you can visit in the game. And it's going to be mostly grayed out at the start of the game, but as pieces of evidence which you'll collect in each of the levels, as you collect these pieces of evidence and as they mention new locations, those locations will appear on the map, allowing you to visit them in a not open world, but open-ended system. And then each of these locations will have exploration and logic puzzles and whatnot to sort of progress through them and uncover new areas inside of these locations. And as you sneak and or fight your way through these places, you're going to find more and more evidence, and this evidence will eventually point you to the end of the game. And it sounds like I'm going completely crazy explaining this, but I swear to God it makes sense. Let's talk about the combat system. I may have drank too much coffee before doing this. So the way the combat system is going to work, right, is You're going to have So the way the combat system is going to work is you're going to have the ability to punch things, which is incredibly innovative. So your left trigger or left mouse button or whatever will control your left hand, and your right mouse button or right trigger will control your right hand. And there will be a third button, probably mouse wheel on mouse, I haven't decided on controller, that puts up a block. Boxing with guns. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll show a clip of it here or something to visually explain what the hell is going on here. And then the guns and the melee and the guns and the throwing stuff. Son of a bitch. So, that's the melee combat. There will also be regular shooting, but you can only hold one gun at a time. And when that gun is empty, you have to throw it. Or, I mean, you don't have to. You could drop it too. But, now that gun is just a useless brick in your hand, so you could, throw it at an enemy to stun them. Yeah, so that's the combat system. Now we're talking about the movement. The movement in this game is somewhere between... Painkiller? Is that the one with the diving? I think it's Painkiller. And, Gloomwood, Thief, Stealth, Combat, and then a tiny bit of Battlefield, because I really like the way the movement in the Battlefield games feels, weirdly enough, because it's very visceral. I've gone completely brain dead. I'll show a clip of the movement happening, and maybe I'll record it. So you're gonna have walk, sprint, jump, obviously, crouching and proning, which is just basically two different heights of crouching, and diving. That's the thing that I was gonna get to. Oh, and leaning, but I mean stealth game leaning. But you're also going to be able to dive, which will let you get to cover or get to certain places that are higher up or jump farther, that sort of thing. And I'll show a clip of it. And then there will be box puzzles stuff. I swear to God, I have a design document and stuff for this game. I'm just completely coming up blank. These videos will be more interesting when I have more to talk about. All right. I think we're going to cut it off here. If you liked the video, do the thing with the thumb. If you want to see more of this video or others like it, hit the ringy thing. Hit subscribe too. I'd like that, because every subscription I get gives me one good day without depressive episodes. Yeah.